Hi y'all, it's Carrie. I'm going to do some more pose tutorials. If you missed the first one, you can go back to that where I went through quite a few poses from Warrior One, Warrior Two, the full sun salutation poses of forward fold, halfway lift, mountain pose, and so on. So today I'm going to focus on balancing poses from standing. So if you haven't warmed up already, go for it. Maybe do one of the other classes and then come back to here. So one of the first ones we'll do, since in the prior one we talked about Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, let's talk about Warrior 3. So Warrior 3 is a standing balance pose where one leg is your rock. Oh, there's a cat coming. One leg is like the tree trunk, and then we just tip right over. Nothing else changes from the body. It's a pendulum swing, hinging at your hips to send one leg back and the arms forward, making a T shape with the fingers all the way to your lifted leg. Options, hands can be at your heart, especially if you have shoulder issues or something where this makes it a little bit hard. You can fly your arms back behind you, and there you go. So let's talk a little bit about balancing. Balancing is hard. So there's some tips that work for me that I like to teach students. So the three things that make balancing a little bit easier for me is breath. So really focusing on breath and pulling your breath in towards the midline. Secondly is pulling all your energy into the midline. Third for me is finding one point to focus on that does not move, that's forward in front of your mat or wherever you're looking. Once you have those three items together, the balance of your foot into the floor will happen on its own. So for Warrior 3, let's start here. Inhale, arms up. As I exhale, step forward into a high lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Now I'm going to shift forward to Warrior 3. Weight comes into your front foot. I'm going to pull in. I'm going to go this way so you can see. This hip right here is going to be my standing hip. This is just as important. So I'm already engaging, lifting, hinging through the hips. And now I'm punching up through the standing hip and hugging it into the midline, squeezing your back of your lifted leg, energy through the entire leg. Belly pulls in. Now you have my three things. Breath, pulling all your energy and muscle strength into your midline and up towards your heart, and then staring at one point that does not matter. Your gaze is important. It's called your drishti. Once you have those three items and you keep focusing on those three items, balance happens. Sometimes days have better balance, some other days have worse balance, and then slowly come out. Good. Let's talk about tree pose. So balancing on one leg is the same three things in all of these. Tree pose, again, is on one foot. Your standing foot faces forward. Your lifted foot has an open hip. So that's the difference from Warrior 3. Both hips face down. There's nothing open. They face down. Tree pose, your standing foot faces forward. Belly in, breath. Lift one knee, turn it out to the side. Squeeze both hips in. It's really important, even that standing leg, to squeeze. And your lifted foot, you can use a hand, place it up on your thigh. Belly in. You can place it anywhere along your leg. You can even tap it on the floor like a little kickstand. Maybe you need a wall to help with balance. Totally fine. And then once you have your foot and leg into each other, equally push into each other. So you're now working on the three things here. I gotta, see, balance not working today. Let's try the other leg. There we go. So pull everything into the midline, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, and then up through the crown of your head. Breath, finding one point of focus that doesn't move. Once you feel strong, maybe lifting your arms up. Doing whatever you want with your arms. Your bent knee is an open hip. Pull everything into the midline. Every part of your body is an energetic pull up towards your heart. And then release. Eagle. Let's try eagle. Garudasana in Sanskrit. Tree is Vrikshasana. Warrior 3 is Virabhadrasana 3 or C. So eagle brings another one-legged stance in. We can start in a chair pose. Take one leg over the other. My stubby legs don't keep turning around, but if you can do it, your toes can wrap around your calves, but that's not important. You can, again, kickstand your foot. The most important thing with eagle, and we'll get the arms in a second, is squeezing all your legs in together. Everything's coming in the midline. And then if your right leg's on top, your right arm is underneath. Crossing elbows, twisting. You can always have your hands here. You can always have your hands together. Here, just forearms together. Good. And once you get your arms in, press forearms in together, press thighs in together, pull your belly in, and then the three balancing items: breath, energy of your muscles pulling to the midline, and then up through your heart and the crown of your head, and then one point of focus. In eagle, your point of focus is going to be through your peripheral vision. And then you can come on out. Good. Let's talk about Ekapada Pandu. I don't know the one-legged standing with your leg out to the side. So we can do it with our leg out front or out to the side. I think it's Padangusthasana. I'm not good at Sanskrit. This is Kiki. She's my friend. So standing, find one point of focus, pull all that energy into the midline, and then all the way up through the crown of your head. I'm going to stand to the side here, lift one knee up. Take your peace fingers, the two fingers, place them in between your second and third toe and grab your big toe. Now punch up through your standing hip. Punch up through the standing hip, shoulders back, and kick your heel out in front. Knee can stay bent. You can always use a strap around your foot and hold the strap with both hands. Shoulder blades down your back. Those three items: breath, energy into the midline, and all the way up through the crown of your head, and one point of focus that does not move. Now, just like tree, if you want to open to the side, one leg starts to open. Press into the hip of your standing leg really, really hard, and your opposite arm can come out to help with balance. Knee can stay bent. Your choice. And coming on down. One more standing balance pose is half moon or Ardha Chandrasana. So Ardha Chandrasana is, instead of like Warrior 3 where our hips are square, our hips are open. So a lot of times we come in from Warrior 2, but you don't have to. I like to have a prop under my hand for half moon to bring the floor up to me. I'm a little bit shorter in my arms, so that does help. So for half moon, instead of hips staying square, hips are open, chest is open. So let's start from Warrior 2. Start to bring your weight into your front foot. Get light on your light back toes. Your hand that comes down is on the pinky toe edge. I'm going to turn this way. Is on the pinky toe edge of your standing foot and about a foot in front. So it's not right in front of your foot. It's to the side and about a foot in front. And then all your weight shifts forward. Open up hip, open up chest. Just like Warrior 3, punch in through both legs. Both legs are super strong. Top arm can come up, come out to the side, be on your hip. Find one point of focus. Your breath is a big focus. And then even though your legs are apart, pull everything to the midline, including your belly, up through the crown of your head. Good. Squeezing the top leg to help keep it lifted, and like you're pressing your foot into a wall right behind you. Hug your standing hip in, and then slowly release. Good. So those are a few balancing poses with help of my cat friend Kiki. Thank you so much.